We're just
Hello, everybody. My name is Ryunn Eldred, and I would like to welcome you to Nerdgazmic Goodfellas Presents the Nerdgazmic Podcast. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I am here, accompanied once again by my co-host, WhiskeyNBri.
I have become a Glover. I will say that.
What?
You don't know what a Glover is?
No, I know Donald Glover.
I'll tell you about that later.
It's a Glover. Now I'm curious. Now this is the start. Okay, this is where we're starting.
Have you ever seen the clips of the people that wear like the gloves with the glowy fingertips that go to EDM concerts?
Oh, I love those.
And they're like doing this shit in front of someone that's tripping on Molly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a Glover now. I do unsleeved gloving. Okay. I do raw gloving. I don't use gloves or anything.
You just use your little sausage fingers and twirl them in front of your face. Well, Glover, how you been? How have you been since the last week's podcast episode?
Tired. I started my new job. We're trying to work my new schedule, and I work tomorrow, but I don't go until 12. So
that's nice. That's a bonus.
Yeah.
I am almost done with the school year for my job, and on Monday I start my first semester in expedited classes at Full Sail University for game development. And I am extremely anxious, and it's been eating. You remember how bad Life is Strange left me like the last few weeks? Just kind of feeling kind of out of it and just in my head. We had to go over the finance part of going back to school.
Ooh.
And I am essentially going to be throwing myself into $30,000 worth of debt. And when we were doing the financial calculator, working the job I have now, it was like, you are under finance to be able to pay off the loans. And I'm just like, cool. Yay. I'm now like, I don't want to say I'm second guessing, because the second I start putting that in my head, I'm going to start freaking myself out and wanting to back out of it. But it was like, David messaged me like right before we started too, and was asking how I was doing, because I was having like a little panic attack after sitting on hold for an hour and a half with the IRS. Like on hold for a full hour and a half with the IRS. It was just getting so much anxiety because I was having issues with the FAFSA and just a bunch of other stuff. And I'm just like, is this even worth it? And I was talking to him, and I was like, I know I'm not going to qualify for a lot of financial aid. When I was in my early 20s, I squandered away years of college by just pursuing every subject that interested me that had no direct goal towards a career. And I'm like, where I'm at now, I can make a career out of it.
Okay.
And I'm like, I could easily go to school, boost the degree I already have in history, and take the easy route that way. But I know what I want to do. Like that little inner child, that like little kid that I try to please and make happy because his life was so fucking miserable, that's like screaming like this is his dream job. And I'm like, I want to do it because like I want to try. But then I'm like, is trying this worth the $30,000 that I am going to for sure be throwing myself in debt and
have you tried looking at other opportunities for learning how to do game development? Because I believe that there's other programs that are a lot cheaper to be able to do it.
Full Sail, I will earn my bachelor's in a year and 3 months. Okay. So I would be spending essentially, I'm going to be spending $30,000 comparatively to going to like CSU Chico over the span of 4 years, spending what I'm going to be spending this one-time purchase on per semester.
Nice.
but like it's such a hard choice because like again, if I were to just give up on trying to go after game design and game development and all that, I would have an easier time. The degree to move up in my job position I could earn in the same amount of time I would be taking to earn the game development. It's less of a competitive work environment because as of right now, being a game developer is kind of a risky job security
Unless you do it yourself.
unless you do it yourself, which absolutely 100% of the way I'm going to self-develop games just in my free time.
I would
I
say
want to.
your best opportunity to make that work would be when you learn the basics and you already know what you're doing, because I mean you're doing it in a year and a half, you're probably already going to get the bare bones of what you're doing, and you could practice by work trying to make your own game while you're doing it and see what you can make. I mean, who knows, you could probably make, who knows, if you make something while you're doing it and
Yeah,
you end up making a game that rocks and you can just make something of it.
I don't know. I also feel
Or you
like
could be
I've
one of those
been
gay. You could be, hey, go fund me, and then just. No, I'm just
so
kidding.
the job I have right now, I cannot have a GoFundMe or any type of fundraiser in support of me. It is part of my job clause.
What? Why?
Yeah. Because I am a government employee. It's
All
where
right, hold on a second.
I literally just read about this. I
I'm not
literally
about to even touch that.
we could touch that we could
No.
touch this. We could touch each other after the podcast.
So you're telling me that because you're a government employee, you can't rake in money from the public to help yourself out?
I will explain into this further outside of the podcast because
All
it's
right,
a
that's
specific thing. It's a specific thing. But no, I'm on the fence about it because I really want to do it. I want to make it feel like I didn't waste my youth pursuing a bunch of different shit when I could have listened to Nicole or listened to my grandfather and just stuck with going down the history and the teaching route. Because at this point in time, I should be a teacher. I should. If I would have done the responsible choice in my youth, I wouldn't be in the situation and positions I am in now.
that's just a part of life, man. I mean, it's
It
never too
is.
late. It's never too late,
But
you
see,
know. But
that is the exact reason why I should go to Full Sail. It's never too late. It's never
yeah,
too late to throw yourself into $30,000 worth of debt.
I'm not saying that, Tim. I'm not saying that,
I'm
but
saying that
I can
right now.
I can understand both parts of it, because I mean, believe me, if I didn't have my people relying on me, because I have a wife and two children, if I didn't have people relying on me, I would probably do the same thing.
And I mean, shouldn't
Invest in
that be a
yourself.
reason why I do it? I
It sure is.
ain't got nobody relying on me but me.
And
I
why
don't
wouldn't you want to invest in yourself? I mean, I get it. If you fully believe in yourself, I mean,
I believe in myself, but at the same time I also like I don't want to play that card, but the mental health card like I don't want
the
to do
stress
what
of it.
I don't want to do what I always do cuz I'm going to be taking expedited classes. So I'm doing a full like school's worth 4 years worth of education in a year in
Hmm.
3 months.
Okay.
So it's like it's gonna be intensive. It's gonna be bam, 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 bam going. And there's a part of me that's really scared that I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna burn myself out. It's I like I know myself. I know how easy it is for me to just kind of succumb to my like mental thoughts and just kind of set myself up for failure.
That would have to be. That's a hard one, because I mean, nobody knows you better than you,
Because
but
That's where I'm
But
at right now. Like, I start next Monday. My first day of school is on Monday.
that's when I would say
And
that
I'm
you
sitting
would need
there
to read.
and I'm
You would
like, financial aid. I'm having issues with financial aid right now.
uh-huh.
They are going to the dean because of the certain circumstances I'm having with the IRS and my taxes. They are seeing if they can use my FAFSA information for the next school year to just kind of be like, hey, he does have like his tax return for 2024 is perfect. He's filled out for the 26-27 school year. Here's all of his FAFSA information. Can we just slide that over for right now? And then once everything gets fixed with the IRS and what's going on with his 2023 tax return, we'll update the information. And they're expediting it in a way to where I am like fast tracked. It's Monday. Like Monday I am starting. And it just feels so close. And then earlier today with the internet issues, like one of the things I need, because it's all online, I need a good internet connection. And I'm like, my internet's always crapping out on me because I live out in the middle of fucking nowhere with satellite internet. That's shit. On the best of days. I don't know. I just, if I fuck this up, like let's say it's not even a mental health risk, and like my internet just goes out and they're like, sorry, we can't provide to you anymore, then I am stuck with the loan that I'm gonna have to pull out. That's gonna be paying for my tuition. I'm withdrawing early. It's like there's just so much shit. And I was on a wait list. I applied for Full Sail like 6 years ago. And they randomly just got back to me when I was sitting there being like, gonna go to CSU Chico to finish my like degree for teaching. And I was having issues with CSU Chico about going back and changing my degree. And I randomly just got an email from Full Sail being like, hey, would you like to do orientation? Where like we have spots available for you. And I was just like, well shit. One door closes, another one opens, right?
Right.
But now I'm just also like, I don't know. Maybe it's the anxiety of change, and I have already a lot on my plate with just a full time job, and I'm just scared. Maybe I'm just scared. I'm
I think you
pussying.
are just scared, and also with how much you already do with your videos, and like you say, you work a full-time job. I think what you would need to do is a little bit of a rebalancing. Maybe, I mean, you post a lot of videos. Maybe you just have to cut back a little bit on how many videos you put out.
Yeah, be very
It
selective on what I'm
because you
playing,
have to kind of put
uploading,
that
streaming.
first. You have to put your mental health first, and so I mean, who knows? I mean, if
Well,
you
I'm not even worried on it on like a creator aspect because like I don't want to say I'm not going anywhere because I mean we're doing these and I don't
right,
want to be negative about it, but it's like I'm at a stagnant place with it where it's like we get
right. No,
numbers,
I'm not saying
we
quit out
we
completely. I'm
get
just
like numbers, we get views. I want to keep that up because the second you stop curating, you lose your obscurity. Obscurity? You fade away.
relative
Relevance.
relevance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I get that because I mean I haven't posted a video in shit like 2 weeks now
I know
because
I'm still waiting on you to do Dead Space 2 and just all these other things.
well
No.
I just but starting the new job. I mean that's where I'm at right now. I was trying to
But
rebalance things, but I get you.
it's I'm also at that point where I'm starting to just I want to slow down and start actually taking care. Like Life is Strange has really kind of threw that into perspective where it's like I've been looking at photography a little bit more cuz I've always loved cameras. I've ever
Right.
since I was a little kid, I've always been behind a camera. Like we have VHS tapes full of like my grandfather's camcorders of just videos of me making as a kid. And I'm wanting to recapture that kind of lightning in a bottle for it because I have so much family that works in fucking LA working on sets and shit like that.
That would be cool.
It is cool. It's like my favorite part of visiting family for the holidays is seeing all that stuff and like having my eyes open to the world that isn't just small town rural Red Bluff with nothing going.
Right.
You know exactly what I'm talking about because you were in the same fucking boat.
Yeah, and I swapped one rural town for another one.
Yeah, I won without me.
I don't know.
I could have hid away
Sadly,
in your suitcase. I'm a contortionist. I would have fit.
yeah,
Come
you're
on.
quite bendy
You
fella.
you know how well I fit into tight spaces. I don't know. I feel a little bit better having vented that because just
Right.
like fuck, dude. Like literally the second I got off work today, dude, I was on that hold for an hour and a half. And then for like a 45-minute long just argument with the IRS about a tax return. And they're like, well, nothing we could do for 16 weeks. So I'm like, I start school next week. I need this information for my FAFSA that's due today. Like bare minimum, I have to have my FAFSA in today. And it's just I don't know. I've been so stressed. I hear from Full Sail tomorrow whether or not I start Monday.
Okay.
So it's either I start Monday and we're gonna figure out the tuition and stuff down the road, and I'm locked in, or I start at the end of July, August. I'll start August 5th. Which
Well, I mean,
I feel a little bit better because then there's the financial security of starting August 5th because the financial aid will actually start there and it'll cover me for 1 year. So then I'm only paying out of pocket for like 2-3 months of tuition, which is a little bit better. That's 14,000 instead of 30,000.
oh yeah, I would take that. Yeah. I mean, would you be able to request that? I mean, they should be able to work with you to say, hey, it's not gonna be able to work out for me. We'll do it next week. Would I be able to start then, since it's an option?
I could, but I risk losing scholarships that also lower
Oh,
that price because I'm changing one of the stipulations to scholarships I apply because they're first come first serve, and once they run out of funding, they don't replenish.
ah.
And
Well, I think
that could cover up to 30,000.
oh, okay. I was gonna say, well, at that point, I would see which one would cover the most. But it sounds
Yeah.
like the scholarships would cover the most.
It's crazy and it's really weird because again, like a few weeks ago when we talked on this, Life is Strange has really kind of it put me in that kind of mental haze of just reassessing my life, which is just beautiful when you could get a video game that makes you sit back and just make you contemplate your own life.
Mm-hmm.
But
My biggest one was Red Dead Redemption 2. That one was a big one that made me
like
do that.
I I grew up so shitty that I had no plan for my future. Like outside, legitimately speaking, outside of just Nicole, I had no foresight on what I was going to do with my life. I took it a day at a time because that's how I had to live every day of my life. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was fucking homeless most of my childhood, fucking jumped around in the foster home, had just everything was shit. I didn't trust people because of like family issues. I never once thought about what I wanted to do with my life as a kid. And that is like phenomenal to sit back and think about because I'm like, I did not plan whatsoever for anything. Which, I mean, there's not a big deal to it. I mean, it's not like everybody knows exactly what they want to do the second they get out of high school.
No.
But I mean, I I pushed myself into college so that way I didn't have to work because that was a stipulation for the foster program I was in. They would pay to sustain my lifestyle to the age of 25 if I either worked or went to school. I was like, shit, you guys are going to pay me like fucking a shit ton of money to just go to school? And then I'll get financial aid on top of the money you're giving me? I'm going to do that. That's smart. Get the bag.
Right. I
Get a
don't blame you.
crap
I would
ton
have
of
done the
money
same
for
thing.
doing nothing. And that's exactly what I did. And I went to school, and instead of focusing on a career pathway, I was like, shit, I'll take history things to get my grandpa and Nicole off my back. I'll take video audio stuff because I am wanting to do YouTube videos and work in media. And I really like working with Photoshop, working with video. Oh, I'm loving theater class. I'm loving acting. And I just, instead of picking something and going down the route with it, I feel like I just squandered it all. And then when things got too heavy, I let life take over. My grandpa got, which, not blaming my grandpa for this, but when he got sick, I dropped out of school, which was a huge fuck up on my part because that ate my financial aid. That ate like a whole year's worth of financial aid that I can't get back to like put towards something that I know I want to do now. I don't know. I wish, like, you know how in high school, I think it was our freshman year, um what was her name, Miss Felton, had us write the letters to ourselves, like our past to the future.
Oh man, I don't think I had her.
So I had a email ding because they remind you every like 5 or so years, and they'll send it to your email.
Oh shit.
And so I have like a chain of emails that span from like freshman year of high school, of like every 4 or 5 years what the younger version of me wanted for the future. And it's such a crazy grasp of where I thought I saw life going to where it's at now.
Bro, I would be so depressed. I would
That's,
honestly.
dude, I'm not even like, I don't want to sound sad or like wham wham about it, but that's kind of where my head's been after playing Life is Strange. It's like I sit there and I'm like, I know it's storytelling. Somebody wrote it. It's not like a real life
But
story or a real life person, but it's like you're sitting there looking at this 18-year-old who gets this, even without the powers or the narrative of this story, they're in this prestigious high school knowing what career pathway they want to go down. I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do in high school. I just wanted to graduate high school. I just wanted to spend time with Nicole and get home at the end of the day and have a bed to sleep in. And it's just, I don't know. It's crazy. I give myself so much anxiety thinking about it because
well,
I'm like, what would the younger me have wanted? Like, obviously, yeah, I've always had a passion and love for video games. I have a passion and love for storytelling. I love writing. I love drawing. I love a lot of shit. But what would the younger me, if young me, like 10 to 13-year-old me, could talk to me today at 30, what would they say to each other? You know?
okay, so I'm gonna say this. I feel like where you're talking about the theme of regret. I I feel like with where you are right now mentally and that you are acknowledging that this is what you want to do and it's something that you've wanted to do for so long, don't regret.
Yeah.
Just do it, but always have that in the back of your mind to keep you from doing what you're afraid of backing out or getting overly stressed. Just keep that in the back of your mind that you don't want to fail your younger self.
Yeah.
And just bust your ass, dude. You've been so motivated for so long to do YouTube. Put that motivation into what you're doing now.
I don't know. So, like, okay, you're one of the few, like one of the four people that know me when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
That ambition was so much different. Like 10 years
You were
ago,
starry eyed. I mean, you were
I was
young.
so starry eyed and young and dumb. I was like, "Hey guys, brilliant idea. Let's taste some Pop Tarts and slap the shit out of each other."
If you guys want to watch that, check out his channel. It's probably in one of your playlists somewhere.
It is. Remember when I busted that eardrum because you're a little bitch?
Remember when I flashed my belly? I went.
I do. I look back at those videos, like I'll watch them on the other channel and sit there and be like, God, I miss those. I miss the hunger I had because I remember being in those college classes that I was just like, fuck all with. I'm just here to get money. I remember sitting in those classes writing the skits, writing like plans, video ideas. Worked so hard and so hungrily to do things.
Well, yeah, it's almost like that SpongeBob meme where he holds up the picture of the guy and he's all smiling. And he's like, "Look at you now. Where did the years go?" And he pulls the picture down. And he's all depressed, fucking old.
It's like, don't get me wrong, I know when everything changed for me YouTube wise, and it was that
Yeah,
2018 where everything just kind of went downhill, went to shit, health,
yeah.
everything. And it's like trying to be on that upswing, but I don't know where. Like, it's really weird because the traumatic event that happened in 2018, I'll say traumatic event because it just changed everything. And what my fears and everything are now, or the regret is now, don't correlate. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
never second guessed myself. And I mean, you can see it. I'll make love to you videos, the wrecking ball skit, all like just whimsical, right off the top of the head. Like, hey, I got an idea, set the camera up, let's do this. Like, no thought, nothing. And now I am petrified to make a video like that. Cause I look around me and I feel like everything's so shit that I don't want to like ex- show it. I don't want to put it out on exhibition as an exhibit. So I
Hmm.
keep everything just so contained. I don't know. It's weird. Because it's like I've tried. David and I have been working on the GTA R story skit for like over a year now. And we have rewritten the first episode like 20 different times. And I know like 20 different times because every time we've rewritten it, I just started a new Google Doc and I have a Google folder for GTA specifically that has episode 1 20 different times.
Damn.
And it's like I never second guessed myself. And you know what? Matter of fact, can I do this real quick while we're in here? Because while I'm talking, God, mother, is it literally not gonna let me pull it up because we are recording right now? What if I do that? You son of a bitch.
So this episode is going to be called Therapy Session.
Therapy. Tim's in dire need of therapy, and Tim and
That's,
Ryunn just can't sit and figure shit out right now.
his alter ego,
Hell yeah.
his second personality.
Which one is this? Which Google Doc is this?
No, because I see where you're coming from. Because believe me, when we were in high school, I had no plans for the future either. I was more focused on hanging out with friends because I had the opposite of you. I had the the expectations put upon me to do something from a very young age. My whole life, people saying you need to figure out what you're going to do with your life, figure out what you're going to do with your life. But I had so many interests,
Yeah,
and
I
I still
never had
do.
I never
I
fucking
had
had that as a kid.
I had I had so many interests, but I didn't know which one I wanted to do because I figured whichever one I pick, I'm going to be stuck with for the rest of my life. And what if I hate it? And so I was afraid of picking something, so I just kind of went with the flow. And when we got out of high school, I didn't go into college. I moved to Kansas and I started working in a cafeteria of a college, and I was partying and I was doing all sorts of dumb shit. And then I moved back and didn't really do anything after that. I started working at a fucking coffee shop. Uh-oh.
You there?
Yeah. And so but like I'm at the point where
I,
like
I think I
if
crashed everything.
it says it's still recording. But like I regret some things, but I don't regret the choices I've made because if I didn't, then I wouldn't be where I am now. But
Yeah.
then I'm struggling with financial situations. If I did go to college, would I be struggling with that? So I do have regrets in almost the same way you did. I mean, everybody has different situations going on, but everybody has regret. Everybody struggles with stuff. It's about how you try to fix it. And it sounds like you have something that you want to do. You do have ambition for something because it's something that you are passionate about, and it's something you've been doing so much self-reflecting that I feel like if you try to do it, just keep that reflection. Am I am I talking to a stone wall here?
No, you're not talking to a stone wall.
Okay,
Here, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
because that's where I'm at.
I'm trying to send you something, but I have to like delete up to 60 characters. Oh my god. Let me see. I'm trying to show you this. Okay. Did this pop up in chat for you?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna find where boom boom boom.
Tell me in the comments if you agree with what I said or not.
I do agree with what you said, by the way. I just
Because I don't regret, but I do regret.
okay.
Because like I said, if I changed anything in my life, then I wouldn't have my wife and children. But
That's
if I,
exactly the perspective I feel about because like that was something I thought about with Life is Strange. I was like, if I had the power to go back in time, I would stop the one extremely traumatizing like event that kind of cascaded me into depression, like my adult depression and everything, and made me feel like a victim and made me feel like a monster and everything just all at one time.
right,
If I were to change that, I would have never met you. I would have never met David. I would have never met Nicole. I would have never like had the life experiences I would have had. I would have ended up more like, and no offense to my brother, I would have ended up like my mom or Brandon and just I wouldn't be who I am today. And I love who I am today because of the
I
shit
love who
that
you
has
are,
happened.
Tim.
The shit that has happened to me makes me the perfect person for the one, for the job I have now and working with the people I work with. I would not be able to do the job on the same caliber of the way I do it if it wasn't for those experiences and the empathy and just the emotion I have going into it.
Mm-hmm.
Because my whole life would have been different. The stuff in chat is the very first ever draft of GTA R story, and it is how it was supposed to open. So I want you to read through it while I talk and let me know what you think because I've shared this with both David and Chris, and I've gotten two vastly different reactions out of it. And this was my first, like, 100% was full on board, thought it was funny, thought it was like really meta. People would get the joke, it would be funny, it would land across really great. I want to know what you think. But fuck. I love how all this conversation spilled over me just having anxiety over going to college because college isn't a big deal. And I do want to say to people who are like about to enter college that may in the either the future or now be thinking about it and wanting to pursue your dream, you should pursue your dream while you're young or pursue it while you're old. Like a lot of people don't find what they want to do in life until they've hit an old age. I can't remember the name of these people, but I know there's like a huge big celebrity like fashion person that didn't start making dresses and becoming famous and found her passion for it till she was like 50.
That's exactly the point when I say it's not too late. It's never too late because it's like my aunt, she went back to college when she was in her 40s, and I mean now I don't know what she does now. I haven't talked to her
Or
forever, but like she
I'm
started making good money where she went after that.
I'm watching the TV show The Rookie right now
Oh,
with
that's a good show. I
Nathan
love that show.
Fillion. And
Yeah,
and just after playing Life is Strange and being in that like haze of just contemplating my life and my life choices and where I want to be, where I should have been, stuff like that. Seeing him at like 40 something being a rookie as a cop and like that being his calling
well, like
kind of scream
he's making great money as a contractor, and
he
just yeah,
was.
he's like, you know what, I want to be a cop.
He had a life experience that made him want to be a
I
cop.
actually missed the first episode, but I watched everything after that. I couldn't remember how he got into it, but I thought he just wanted. He's like, you know what, fuck it, I want
He's
to be a
at the
cop.
bank dealing with a divorce and he was putting stuff in a safety deposit box and he was like extremely depressed because obviously the divorce and all that. And a bunch of people go in and rob the bank.
Mm-hmm.
And the shooters were gonna attack the bank teller, who was the girl that was with him during the safety deposit box. And he like stood up and like distracted the gunman while she hit the silent alarm. and he almost dies doing it all, and that's what encourages him to become a cop.
Mm.
The Rookie, check it out. No,
Check it out
no,
on Hulu.
no. I fucking love this show though, dude. I have been so
It's a really
engrossed
good
into it.
show.
It is. I'm at the end of season 1 right now. But
Ooh,
no,
it's real good.
I know I've always wanted to work in media. I've always loved being behind camera. I love working with cameras, whether it's being on this side of the camera, even though in real life, I'm extremely antisocial and just very closed in and not
Yeah.
emotionful, or being on the other side of the camera with writing and directing stuff. Because I don't know if you made it through and read all that yet.
Mm-hmm. I did.
What did you think? Honest opinion. Rip into me. Rip in.
I mean, there's a little bit of corniness to it, but I mean, that's the charm. I
That's
like
the
it.
I was like, that's the charm for
That's a
G.
that's
It's
a
a
difference, though. I mean,
it's a
that
GTA video, so it should be corny.
that's the thing, though. Is like when you there's a difference between reading what the plan is and actually seeing it in action. I mean, when you're sitting there reading it, you have more time to ponder what it's going to look like to you in your own mind. But when you actually see it yourself from the vision of another person, then it might be different than what you planned out for just reading it. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, if you made this, I have no doubt that it would be funny. I mean,
because it's don't get me wrong. I plan to still keep this scene in. David was mixed about it because he laughed, but the oh hi there. You're probably wondering why these tough as nail vulva stimulators are having a shootout with San Andreas's
that's
finest.
the corny part I was talking about. But I mean, you could always
And
rework that too, because you just shoot it and then do the voice line, put it on there. If you don't like it, tweak it.
I had because obviously the line of issue is the vulva stimulators, which is where
Okay,
David drew the problem with.
that was the part. That was the corny, really the corny bit. But I mean, like I
That
said,
that that is the
if you
corny
just
bit, but
that's
it's
what
also part of the gag because the videos itself are meant to be serious. So the comedy lies in there of the satire. The satire of like a criminal drama.
hmm
The fact that we are doing a fourth wall break in the opening cinematic for our show, where we're in a like intense shootout. We're ripping the GTA soundtrack by doing Britney Spears' "Give Me More,"
give me
which
more, give me
which
more.
is a strip club song. Whether or not you know the music video of Britney Spears' "Give Me More," where she is in a strip club stripping and pole dancing,
hmm
to the fact that it is the Vanilla Unicorns theme song, and the fact that we ourselves are presenting ourselves as like these hardened gangsters, but we're going to take the time out to self-reflect and literally be like vulva stimulators, kind of, poking fun at the awkward, what's the word I'm looking for, we're making fun of ourselves in a way,
It
because
feels
we know how we're supposed to be coming off as the hardened badass gangsters in
it
the
feels
very
very
opening.
early Rooster Teeth.
It's also kind of the vibe I was going for. I was going when I wrote this out, like my head canon, it was like a late night editing videos. I was editing, waiting for the render. I had Deadpool on. So in my head, like even the way I tried to mimic the voice was very Deadpool-esque.
Like
But
almost
we're also calling back in the year of 2013, because this section of the story is taking place in 2013.
mm,
So think about everything that was popular big in 2013. Everything was very in your face with just explicit content. Like think of Smosh back in those days, where
yep.
everything was very clickbaity, sexual, and
Everybody wants a Dixon cider. Yeah.
So it's looking back on that time era as well and remembering what was big there because I want to stay true to the timeline. I don't want to be bringing up stuff that's current in like 2026 for a theme that's set in 2013.
Right.
So I was like, what was big during those time? Referencing Hollywood Undead, there's a bunch of references that are like from our high school years. Our characters are talking like we
I
would
see
in
it.
high school.
I read Charlie Sheen as Charlie Sheen, and so I didn't get that until I saw. I see it now. I see that reference now.
Exactly. So like the context kind of carries, right? I'm not dumb and think like it, I don't want to say I'm not dumb.
Tim,
Am I dumb in thinking that that's
you're not dumb for thinking that's dumb or thinking that you need to back out on that. Just do it, Tim. It's not bad. And like I said, if you do it, if you start making it, a lot of stuff is altered during process. So if it's something that you're rewatching the scene, you're like, just redo your voice line over that.
right?
Alter as you go. Production in production, and all I
I'm
would
not
love to
gonna
be a
lie.
part of this, Tim. I know we've
I'm
talked
not
about it
gonna
before.
lie.
What?
I also thought vulva stimulate because I wanted to be like, we're hardened criminals. We get all the ladies, but I don't want to be like lady killers or some cliche normal way of saying it. So I was like, vulva stimulators. You don't fucking hear that. That's so fucking weird, right?
And it's funny because the vulva's not the thing that you're really gonna be trying to stimulate, so
I
you sound
know.
ignorant at the same time.
It's what makes it perfect.
I mean, I
It's
guess you kind of
funny.
are, but
I was
usually
like,
people
it's
would say like the
funny.
clitoris, or
It doesn't exist. It's made up. So no.
actually they remapped it.
Oh, they remapped.
They remapped it.
They went down with the Minecraft maps. They're like,
I saw a post where it was showing the article saying that they remapped where the remapped the clitoris or clitoris, and so I keep saying clitoris, and the guy's like, "God damn it! I just learned the original map."
okay. I have derailed the introduction of our episode for long enough.
How long have we been going?
What time is it? It's 10:10. What time on the Discord call? We've been almost an hour because
Damn.
I sent this screenshot. Oh, the meeting started at 9:11, so we have gone for exactly an hour. Hold me now.
I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far. I am for real though, Tim. I would love to be a part of this. I don't know if there's a way of that since I don't have the new Xbox, if I would be able to. But
Yet.
if Tim, you already have enough you're dealing with. You don't. I'm
So
just saying if you can find somebody else to record the action, I will do the voiceover. Because I don't know if you
we're
remember the
definitely gonna be doing a lot of characters. Like I'm gonna be having people come in and just play random characters utilizing both.
because I don't know if you remember the original character that I told you was gonna be. I was gonna be like a redneck almost.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
have you in the messed up section. I gotta say,
yeah.
I love how my camera's on this side of the monitor screen because this side of my mustache, oh yeah, has the little curl, looks really good, right, and then this side is just gone.
What? Okay, so gonna get back on track. Did you actually have a theme for today?
That was my theme. I just wanted therapy. I didn't want to
Okay.
pay for it.
Well,
That was
everybody,
like
now that therapy
125.
session is over, the therapy is over now.
The therapy is over.
My theme for this episode was gonna be sci-fi games. It's gonna be a weird change of topic.
Listen, I'm 100% okay with scrapping the episode and starting over.
I know we're in. We're in.
We're
This is
in
the only
we're in too
chance we're gonna
deep.
have for. We're gonna the only chance we got for me to record.
We're
So,
in too deep.
um, but I've been playing, going balls deep into Mass Effect. Mass Effect. which I had played through the first Mass Effect about 4 times, and I've only played the third one once back in like 2012. I don't remember when the game came out, but it was like right after the game came out. So it's been forever since I played. I'm playing through the second one for the first time, and I'm fucking loving it. And it just made me think of like other Mass Effect, other sci-fi games that I have also loved, which there are so many of them. I don't even know if I'd be able to cover all of them in one episode. But it's such a huge genre of video game that I feel like a lot of them get buried into other genres as well. Like what you got there?
I love how whenever I want to show stuff, it never wants to work.
Yeah, let's say you got to hold it in front of you. Yeah, oh, damn.
That is every single Mass Effect comic book.
That's insane.
It's the entire compendium.
But this time I'm playing through as a female shepherd because
I love Mel Shepherd, but I do gotta say I think female Shepherd, her voice line deliveries are just Jennifer Hale did such a beautiful job voicing.
well, and I found out that Jennifer Hale voiced Shepard, which she also voices Bastila from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which is one of my favorite games of all time. And even though the game is not got, it doesn't have the greatest graphics.
I love playing KOTOR every time I jump into
I had
KOTOR.
such a little boy crush on Bastila, Sean,
I think we
brother.
all did.
And so, and it's crazy because she had almost like a little bit of an Aussie accent in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and in when you play Mass Effect, she doesn't even sound like the same person. Like she has the same tone of voice, but without the accent. I didn't know it was Jennifer Hale.
You want me to blow your mind on something?
What?
You know, your crewmate Samara, the
I don't think
um, the Justicar.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh, you're not that far in Mass
I've
Effect 2
I-
yet?
I've gotten the Warlord, which is you get
Grunt.
Grunt, and then
Love
I
Grunt.
got
Steve Bloom is one of my all-time favorite voice actors. He's
that's
up
Steve
there.
Bloom,
That's Steve Bloom.
bro. I didn't know that because he's so growly playing as Grunt, and I've only done the first when you first get him out of the tube. That's the
Yeah.
last thing I did.
With the next time you play, like really focus in and listen. That's Steve Bloom.
Dude, oh my god. Well, I also got the thief.
Oh,
Forgot
Kasumi. I
Kasumi.
love Kasumi. She's one.
I got
If she was romanceable, we'd bang.
and I
Okay.
well, she's dealing with trauma. I did that. I immediately did her quest mission or her
Listen,
character mission.
as soon as I finished that mission, Shepard placed one arm on her shoulder and he was like, "We'll bang." Okay.
Oh bang, okay. And then I got fuck, who else did I get?
And if you
I
don't get
obviously
that, fuck you.
I got
The
Garrus.
Shinema.
I immediately got Garrus.
Yeah, you gotta get the Archangel. He's your
Yeah.
homeboy for life.
It just sounded so cool, and seeing that it was Garrus, I was like, "Yay! I got someone from the first game back." Which I don't know if you get anybody else back, but
I won't spoil it for you.
I also got. Well, I obviously got the Doctor because I was in Omega. Uh, I don't think I got anybody else. I think I've only
So
done those 4.
the Justicar, you're gonna have to get an Asari Justicar. Her
Mm-hmm.
name is Samara, I think. My mind's a little fuzzy on it because I haven't jumped into Mass Effect 2 in a very long while. But the voice actress for her is Billie Eilish's mom.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Who I didn't know was a famous voice actor
that's
who
interesting.
voices in a lot of stuff.
Huh?
Which I believe she was also in KOTOR, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm gonna look her up. Where's my mouse?
You're like
There it is.
Billie Eilish's mom.
I was just gonna look Samara.
Google's like, do you mean Billie Eilish? No, Billie Eilish's mom. I want
Maggie
everybody.
Baird.
I want everybody to hear me Googling right now.
Also, I'm gonna say the same voice actor for Carthanassi being
Is in KOTOR.
well, no, Carthanassi is from KOTOR, but he plays Alinko.
Yeah,
Forgot his
Caden.
name, Caden Alinko. Um,
Yep, oh god, dude, it's such a hard choice in the first game of whether or not to save on
it's
which one to
so
save, Caden or Ashley. And it's such
well,
a hard choice, and I'm not gonna lie, I saved Caden because of his voice actor alone, because I love
being
hearing his
Carth.
voice.
Well, okay, so I played Mass Effect 3 first. That was the first Mass Effect game I played, and all I remembered was Ashley as a character in Mass Effect 3 was kind of boring. I really did not have any memorable interactions with her. But playing through the first game and hearing Caden talk, I was like, every single time I've saved him. All 4 times I played through the game, I've saved him.
I
I've had
feel
to.
it.
She does a voice in Ice Age: A Mammoth Christmas.
Yeah, I'm currently running through her IMDb. I guess she wasn't in KOTOR.
She was in Aragon. I wonder if she voices what's her name in Aragon? The dragon. Fuck, forgot her name.
Probably.
She's in Saints Row 1 and 2.
Hell yeah.
Uh, EverQuest 2.
I am a scientist, Solarian. I studied every species from Asari to Batarian.
Uh, Roe versus Wade. E. I'm not seeing anything else I would recognize her.
Did you know
Anyway,
Seth Green plays Seth Green? No.
Seth Green plays Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Oh, and Keith David plays Keith David.
Yeah. God, I love
That's
Keith
why,
David's
dude. That's
voice
why it's
too.
so funny
When
that
they
in
got Keith David to do the trailer for Starfield, I was like, oh, you motherfuckers. You
well,
busting out Captain Anderson for Starfield.
that's why it's so funny that they get him to play himself in Saints Row 4, which it has a heavy Mass Effect references in.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Back to what. But yeah, no.
Back to
I'm
what you were
I'm
saying.
getting really into Mass Effect. I am
As
loving the
one
second
should.
game. I know everybody says the second game is the best out of the trilogy, except
I
for I do remember the combat being more fun in the third one.
I was gonna say I really do love the third one, even though I've played it the least out of the two. But I just remember the combat being so high octane.
Yeah, it's so much faster and the abilities are so much better. I do remember that. I'm
Everything
playing
was
as a.
so refined for the third
I will
one.
say I'm playing as a Vanguard, female
I
Shepherd
know.
Vanguard, and it is so much fun. It's so crazy going from the first game where everybody has the same abilities and it's all just like me, and then something happens. Going to this one and playing as a Vanguard, and the first time I pushed triangle and I went like teleported into a fucking dude and threw him across the room. I was like, holy
I was gonna
shit.
say I'm doing Vanguard 2, and my Shepherd I imported was a New Game Plus Shepherd from the first one. So
Mm-hmm.
if you do New Game Plus with the same character instead of making a different character, you get a bonus perk, like a bonus
Hold on a
skill.
second. But what were we talking about?
Anal beads. We were talking about Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, no, it's just crazy going from the abilities of the first one. Oh, you were talking about the new game plus.
Yeah, so if you, because I know with like Soldier in the first game, if you were to continue, like restart the game with the character you already beat the game with, you're able to pick a power from one, like a biotic or a tech skill,
Really?
and that would transfer with.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Because yeah, I did Vanguard in the first one, and then I transferred the character from the first one to the second one. Chose Vanguard again.
I think I'm a Vanguard too because I like the military but also biotic
Yeah,
ability.
just being able, like seriously, just get using.
Singularity. Singularity saves my ass so much throughout that game of
Which
just
one's
being
that
like,
one?
it's one where you create the bubble and everybody just floats towards the black hole.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just well, I remember. I think I always chose Infiltrator every time I played when I played the first one and the third one. Um, and it was kind of a little bit boring, but I remember playing Vanguard every time I played multiplayer. Dude, I always
I
played
miss
as a
the multiplayer.
Krogan Vanguard. It was always so much
I
fun.
do hope with Mass Effect 4 or 5, whatever they decide to call it, they bring back multiplayer.
Yes, because
Or
I'm
even make
telling
it
you,
a I have always, ever since playing Mass Effect 3, and maybe this is just the MMO person in me, but I would love a game where it's like, and especially the way they're setting up Mass Effect 5, where it's like the hunt for Shepard, we should be able to create our own character. Like
let me have an
fully
OP
create, fully
or an
create
OC.
our
Let me
own
have an
character.
OC, man.
So we're able to dictate what race we are. Because that'd be awesome. Imagine you could build your own Krogan.
Hell yeah,
Like it's
that'd
just
be
it's one of
sick.
those it's one of those games like in Dragon Age. You could be so many things in Dragon Age. Bring that to Mass Effect.
Mm-hmm.
You
Because
know how many people would love to be able to build a Turian or a Krogan, a Solarian, make yourself an Asari, a fucking Canary, or even a race that is just new to the game.
yeah, that'd be so cool. Oh man, and then I mean, just being able to have like special dialogue choices depending on what race you are too would be awesome.
Right? You're like if you're a Turian, you're all up with your Turian friends, but Krogans fucking hate you.
Dude, I'm 100% gonna be a Turian. Turians are so cool.
I don't know if I'd want to be a Turian or a Krogan.
Well, Krogan's just like, show me where to kill things. I want to kill things now. I can't have
It's like
sex.
you could
Wait,
just
I can't have sex, but hey, guess what? I haven't had a vasectomy.
I was born with a vasectomy, you mean?
Actually, I can get her pregnant, but we
He
all know what
just doesn't
happens.
live. It dies immediately.
And I'm gone. I'm going to the next fight. Do they ever
Uh
show Krogan women?
yeah, throughout all three games, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Do they show a Krogan woman in the first game? I don't remember ever. If they do, then they don't look any different.
They don't. I
Imagine
know
how
in
that
Mass
works.
Effect 3, one of the main missions in Mass Effect 3 is you're with a Krogan matriarch. Like
Oh, I actually do remember that.
you're with a
Yeah.
Krogan that is pregnant and is going to be able to give like one of the first births that will live.
Imagine how aggressive that has to be.
It's gonna be kind of like the grubs, the
Also,
locusts.
since the Asari can have sex with anybody because that's how they just get the genetics from whatever race they decide to. Well, imagine if an Asari had sex with a Krogan.
They do.
I know, I'm just saying, imagine it.
I don't want to. I really don't want to.
Dude,
Even
thinking
though
about it. I know you're thinking about
Liara
it.
is my main pick every time.
Dude, playing as a female shepherd, I was trying to bang Caden so bad, and then I accidentally romanced Liara. I'm like, damn. Like I told Caden because he's like, I heard around the ship that you and her have a relationship. I was like, nah, we don't. And the next time I went to talk to her, she's like, I love you, and I was like,
I love you too, baby.
I chose the wrong one. I meant to go like, well, we could be friends, but friends that fuck.
Friends that fuck. No, fuck it, dude. I know the first time I ever played the game, I went Ashley because I was just like, "Ooh, she cute. I'm gonna do Ashley." But
Especially
then
when you
it's
find out that
like,
she has a whole ass family.
yeah, like when you actually dive into her character arc, she has such a good character arc.
But she's just such a boring character in the third game
She well, and kind of
compared to Caden.
all three of them. She's kind of a boring character. She just has a good story arc. Depending
Yeah,
on how you play with her, though, because like what I mean by a good story arc is she actually gets character development across all three games.
she becomes less racist.
Yeah, you stop racism. You stop space racism.
If in case nobody saw it because it was off camera, he had his fist up.
No, I don't know. I feel like canonically for male shepherd, it has to be Liara. Because I mean, even now, like with the fifth game, the trailer we got for the new Mass Effect, it's Liara that's leading the search for Shepard.
Well, and even in the second one, the person that is helping Shepard as the ship's getting destroyed, it's Liara. Liara is still with him
Yeah.
or her.
Well, Liara, I don't want to spoil it for you. Where I'm at in the game is the Layer of the Shadow Broker DLC, which gives a lot of background information to what happens to Shepard before Project Lazarus.
Hmm.
And it's just Liara is your ride or die. Whether you choose Liara or not, Liara and Garrus are your ride or die companions.
Dude, and Garrus is my favorite character. Oh
Yeah,
my god, he's
dude,
so
Garrus
cool.
is permanently in my party all the
Like
time.
I try to be such like a 100 in the first game I was such a goody two shoes, and I feel like canonically it makes sense that after Shepard dies and is brought back by Cerberus, that Shepard's a little pissed off and like not really brain damaged, but you know like
I go a little more renegade after two.
I
Like
definitely like
first game, it was like solid Paragon, very
mhm.
few renegade choices. Second game, the guy's just yapping, and I'm just
Yeah, like the part
he
when
just
you're
doesn't
help
have
when
time.
like the Archangel arc where you're trying to get to Garrus and you're helping the gangs out. You have to do the thing where the dude's working on the ship and you go, you've been working too hard, and get him in the back with the fucking shock baton.
Well, yeah, they're all
Time to take a
mercenaries.
rest.
Fuck these guys. I ain't gonna help them.
Yeah, so
They're gonna just turn their
anytime
back on me in 5 seconds when I get to Garrus.
anytime there's like an option to do some renegade shit to a bad guy, oh absolutely,
I
100%.
love when an enemy's having a monologue and it's just the renegade button and it shows like the a little pipe that says flammable and you're just like,
Yeah.
what about the reporter? Do you always punch the reporter?
Oh, every time you punch the
Every time.
reporter.
Every
Emily
time.
Wong. Emily
Emily Wong's the good
Wong.
one.
But oh, well, Emily Wong, I always make her look like a bitch. Every time that she interviews you and she's trying to bait you, I'm always like, nah,
If
bitch,
you're
you got
really
your
loving
information
Mass
wrong.
Effect, you need to watch the Mass Effect machinimas. So fucking funny. That
I
that
don't have it.
quote that quote will bang okay comes from the machinimas from Mass Effect.
Uh, I thought that was
So
actually in the game, isn't it?
no, it's I think he says it one time. I think there's like one line option that's like a throwaway joke in a romance. I can't remember. But no, they
Dang,
just
okay.
will bang okay. Will bang okay. On the next episode of Battle Tits. I just I love it. I love it. There's the
Yeah.
scene, the intro scene where Shepard's giving like the prep talk about the Reapers coming, and he's like, "And the Reapers, there's this little boy on Earth, and the Reapers pillaged his ass, and then we got steak, and I told the kid we'll bang, okay." It's again, it's that 2013 humor of I was just laying there dying laughing because I
Bro,
loved Mass Effect in high
I used
school,
to
dude.
watch
It was
the fuck out of Gamer Poop. Oh my
yeah, no,
god,
it
Gamer
is.
Poop
It's
was
one of the gamer
so good.
poops.
Oh, yeah, they did have a Mass Effect Gamer Poop.
They
Oh, dude, I
they
haven't watched
had
those in
they had like
so
6 of
long.
them. They did a
I used
shit
to
ton of
watch
Mass
this.
Effect gamer poop.
The Oblivion and Skyrim ones were. I would just sit there and watch those. I
Skyrim
binge
Shuffle,
the fuck.
Skyrim Shuffle. Wait, in
Do
the
a little
name of the
twirl, twirl.
that
The
was our
panda's
childhood right
strong
there.
with this one, and it's the little kid. He's like, oh, like floating because he just smacked the shit out of some winch. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I love Mass Effect, and it's one of my favorite like science fiction RPGs out there. I feel like next time we do a podcast episode, we should touch base on this a little more. I feel
oh,
so bad
absolutely.
because this is like the second episode in a row I just hijacked.
No, it's all good, man. I
And it
mean, you
was
need to get
free therapy,
free
but
therapy. I mean, that's what I'm
free
here
th-
for, right?
it's gonna become free therapy slash a little
Mass.
bit more of Mass Effect.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I mean, I actually was going to talk about more sci-fi games, but because I'm so into Mass Effect, we kind of just gave it the Life is Strange conversation.
Treatment, yeah.
Yeah,
Which I mean,
dude,
still fucking creeped its way in here. I just bought Life is Strange 2 on the Xbox because it is $6 now. It's on sale
mm.
for this week for
Well,
$6.
I have I have a Life is Strange 1 and 2 for free on my
So you
PlayStation right now.
have just the first episode.
Oh,
Or do you have the original ones or the PS5
the original,
version?
not the remakes.
Yeah, then you just have the first episode of each
Mm.
game free.
Mm.
But hey, with the PS5, you can buy the complete box set, which comes with Life is Strange 1, Before the Storm, the complete season of 2, and True Colors, which True Colors by itself is the exact same price as the collector set.
Hmm.
It's like $60 and you get all the games, which is what I was thinking of just getting for you if you were going to do them for the group channel.
I'm definitely willing to play them. I just can't drop $60 right now.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
I still got to start saving.
Obviously, I feel it.
I'm supposed to be saving up for GTA 6, so
That's true. That's right around the corner. All right, everybody. I am gonna end the episode here because we are well over. We're like an hour and a half in, and this episode's just been off the rails the whole time. So, thank you for listening to my TED Talk about my life and how it's derailing, and I'm scared and like massively crying to myself. Big thank you for Brian for being my therapist for the day. Love it. Love when we can spend a whole podcast really just talking about how much my life sucks in my own retrospect.
life sucks.
Let me just complain about my problems on a podcast, and we're gonna do nothing else but complain about my problems because this is all about me. This isn't a group show. All right, he's not co-host. He's
I'm co-bitch.
Co-bitch, and he's just here for my whims. You are all here to listen to me complain about my.
And you better like it. You better eat your dessert.
But
you get no steak.
I appreciate it. Sometimes you really do just need to sit down and just talk to somebody. If anything, this is a good enough reason to encourage people to go to therapy because I feel so much better. I feel a little bit more alive actually talking about it because I've literally like all day after I got off of work and got out of the phone calls and did everything for the college, I've just sat in my chair. Like I tried to live stream earlier today and I really wasn't into it and just quit midway through. I was like, fuck it, I'll just reload the save and delete all the progress I did make in the 30 minutes I was doing it. I was like, I can't focus. I can't be into anything right now.
And you know what? Next week I get to play about my problems.
Listen, a dick curve isn't that bad.
Tell that to my wife. No, that's called comedy, kids.
That's that 2013 comedy we were talking about with the vulva stimulator.
No, I would say it was more like 1940.
Again, thank you guys so much for listening. If you guys have anything you would like to hear us actually, have some cognitive thoughts towards, leave it down in the comments below. You could check out the descriptions to find links to our social medias and other pages. We'll see you guys next week on Wednesday. Same time, same place. Toodaloo, everybody. Bye.